This is the Artist Entrepreneur Podcast. We are your hosts, Amanda Ritchie, Noah Dock, and me, Kerry Wee. We're three artists brought together by the love of circus and dance. Amanda from the world of Cirque du Soleil as an aerial soloist. Noah, our academic, and me from the commercial dance world. This is one of the greatest jobs in the world, but it comes with uncertainty. Each episode contains insight on how to pursue art-based businesses. We'll have a variety of guests and have lively weekly Discord. Tune in every week to hear our perspectives on the minefield that is the artist's way of life.
Did you know that you're fired?
I am fired, yes. I had a feeling. But why? I mean, I need a good excuse to be fired, Bean. What's my excuse?
She has a good excuse.
You get punished because you were long for, so that's why you're fired.
Because I was gone for so long? That's fair.
You are a sight for sore eyes, Amanda Ritchie.
I know. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Tell me all the things.
Oh my God, there's so many things. But my first question to you is: Are you drowning under a sea of books?
Not this semester. I took this semester very lightly.
Okay.
For several reasons, and so, but next season, listen to me. Next term will be
okay.
Heavier.
Okay, so you're actually surviving. You are now driving.
I am. Yes.
Okay, so Amanda, just for the listeners, since their hearts are aching. Why, pray tell, were you not able to be with us for 3 whole weeks?
Well, let's see, what was I doing? I don't even remember. I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, hosting some workshops while you were in LA, and
LA with your kids.
Cross paths, and I want to hear all about that.
Yes.
And then Fire and Flight happened. And then the week before that, I think I had a gig. I was performing like a gig.
So many things.
So like it just timing wise just didn't work. And like it wasn't like one of those things where I'm like, oh, let's do another day, because I literally was when I'm out in the desert, like there's no phone. I don't bring my phone outside of the Airbnb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. And it's so dry out there, like your phone could get wrecked too.
Yeah, I mean, the phones they're usually fine, but I just like, because I'm out there, the whole entire day with, fire and being in the air, like I just don't chance it,
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Poor Noah, bless his heart. He's like, I've done so many of these. I was like,
you two handle it. Amanda has to pull her weight now.
he's like, where's my tap out?
Fair, totally fair, Noah.
And then also, I failed to mention that Kerry over here doesn't get tap outs and she doesn't complain. So I was like, I know you're comparing yourself to Amanda, but if you compare yourself to me, you're doing just fine.
I'm here too. I know you're the producer of this.
I mean, it's okay. I took responsibility. I took the mom role of this podcast a long time ago, so it's okay.
I feel like that fits.
So you're the kiddos.
Tell me, yes. I'll tell you from their perspective.
First of all, I couldn't get their names correct at all because it was just a bunch of little white girls, and I was like, oh my God, I have the worst track record with white girl names. And so I was like,
Hey, you.
They're yeah. I tried really hard.
Okay.
I tried really hard, and I always do my white girl jokes.
I love it.
And I hope they liked it. But they're so capable. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have?
They would run
all of them. You had all of them?
Okay, I don't know.
Age? Okay.
I don't know, because I had 8 in my first, which was the adult, like quote unquote adult.
Okay.
And I had 4 adults come in who were actual adults, and the other people were like your oldest.
Okay.
And then in my second class, I had one of the girls who her dad works there all the time too, just to hang out with her.
Yep.
Trinity.
Yep.
Shout out to Trinity. And then a couple of the of the other younger ones, and I did a private with oh my God, she's gonna kill me for not remembering her name.
Sophia?
And then she had a sister too who was in my youth class.
Veronica or Alyssa?
Oh my God.
That's
oh my
okay.
God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble
It's
right now.
okay. It's okay.
I told you guys, these white girl names, they're just beyond me, okay?
It's okay. I came back and I was like, how did everything go? And they raved about you and Stuart. They were just like, oh my God, Kerry's so cool. And when we were running routines, I was like, well, what was Kerry's feedback? And like they were really excited to show me like everything that you guys had like tweaked and worked on. It was really cute. It was really, really cute. Yeah. So
well, I was also saying to Yelena, I was like, is it one of those situations? What, Bean?
Talk about that suck on your nipple.
Oh my God.
okay.
She's always like glamorizing like the breastfeeding stage of our lives.
Stuff
I don't
on
understand.
your nipple. What do we?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why we need to talk about nipples. It is my other podcast. I was talking to Yelena. I was like, I don't really understand this whole like, you guys choreograph things, but I can come in and change whatever I want. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. She's like, it's because we have a million acts to choreograph, and so we don't mind a little help here and there. I was like, okay, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
makes sense.
The cool thing about that, and like, remember, I'm still fairly new. I'm not quite new anymore, but I only started in January. It's not like I've been with these girls for like years and years. So I came in and they already had routines. And so their next round of competitions, like the girls were already like, I want to do this, 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 and I have this, 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 and do you see the vision and this, this, this? And they would show it to me and it was good. And I was like, let's run with that. Okay. So the girls choreograph like the main essence, like the meat and potatoes of the routine. And then I just fluff it up. Like, so it seems.
Oh, okay.
Right. But everyone is different. Like, I don't know if you saw Caitlin's routine. Did you see Caitlin?
I'm telling you, if you show me a picture of this person,
So
I will be able to tell you, but the names.
Caitlin is older, one of the older girls. She's very, very bendy flexy, and her feet are just like eagle claws. She's got gorgeous feet. She's got long, dark hair. Her routine, if you saw it, she created all of that. And it's incredible.
Wow.
It's incredible. Same with like Sophia. Like she has all of the girls have like this vision for their act and they like put it together and I'm like, okay, well let me see it. And then it, like I said, is great. So I'm like, well, let's fine tune this and this and maybe do this here and this here. And we need to change this and this. But like the structure of it that they create is incredible. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
you make my job easy.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I could do this all day long. This is fun because I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, this is great. I mean, we are coming back. I'm definitely coming back for the end of January. So Yay! I'll see you because you have to be there this time.
I will be there this time. I think I will be there. No, I'm pretty sure I'll be there.
Oh no.
So,
I know what you're talking about. But so LA was just so idyllic that weekend. Like it had just gotten a little cooler.
Mm.
And I was staying up with Tanya Holt at her Dangle House property.
Yeah.
And it was just like perfect. And I was like, oh, this is why I liked living here. I remember now.
Yeah.
But
well, you had kind of like the dream place because you woke up with horses and
I know
the whole big like structure that she has,
aerial rig outside, and you're not in the city.
The best of the best,
So okay, Amanda, how was Chattanooga?
Chattanooga was wonderful. It was so fast, but so I was there for 5 days and I taught pretty much every day for like 7 hours a day.
Wow.
So there was no real, time to rest or do anything other than teach. But
Sorry, how many students do you have over there that you're filling up 7 hours a day for 5 days?
So there's a community out there. They call themselves the Chat Circus Collective, which is so freaking cool. And how that came to be, when I was teaching at Sweet Retreats 2 years ago, one of the students, her name is Christine, and she is incredible, and I love her. And we became really great friends. And she's brought me out now to Chattanooga for the last, this is my second time. But then she's also come to Fire and Flight a couple of times. And so we've stayed pretty connected. And when she went back to Chattanooga after her time in Mexico, she created this whole aerial community. And so that community is who I go out there for. Plus, they reach out and like talk to, other friends, then they bring them along too. So, so it's not like a set group of students, but it's just the entire community out in Chattanooga, Tennessee, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy that you have that much work out there. I mean, it's amazing.
They do have studio space out there, but nothing that's really their own, nothing that they really like go and take classes regularly and all that. So that they really are needing and wanting. And so whenever somebody comes in, like it's a little bit more, I'm not going to say special, but it means more because they don't have it there necessarily. Right. Like, it's not like,
so they jump on it,
they can go
basically.
and take our classes weekly. Exactly. So yeah, and they're such incredible. Like, I took them through a mini version of the Act Creation program, and oh my God, like, these humans are just so creative and so brilliant, and then so expressive, and like their movement quality. I'm like, what is happening? Like, you guys are incredible. Yeah, so it's a really, really, really fun time. Like, yeah, really fun. So your NECA hasn't started yet. NECA hasn't happened. Is that right?
No, we moved it.
Okay.
We moved it to January 2nd to the 4th because
Got it.
we were like, okay, people can't get off of work and at school, basically, in the middle of September. Like, we had picked those dates, and they're just not the right dates. So I talked to Elsie, and she was like, you know what? Why don't you try January 2nd and the 4th? I was like, oh my God, are my people going to want to train in the snow? Basically, it's going to be cold, right? And she's like, well, it's a really nice little window because people who are in college, they haven't gone back to school yet. People who are on their winter break, you get all like the resolution people. And if they're not little delicate flowers from LA, they might not care about the cold,
That's true.
So
That's true.
anyways, I just got an email from her. I have 8 out of 12 spots sold already.
Oh, heck yeah.
For that. And it's pretty much no one from LA.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if they're from there or in the surrounding areas, the snow
it won't matter.
Yeah, snow isn't going to matter to them. But if you're banking on your people from LA or maybe even Texas, like, going there, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. So one person is coming from Texas, and she's my assistant here. So she's 27 years old. She's like at that spot in her career where she's like, I'm ready to level up.
Totally.
She's starting to perform.
Got it.
She does fire. So she's my assistant here. She helps me with the kids' classes.
Got it.
But so she's gonna have the opportunity to train on really high points, you know what I'm saying, and really push herself, which I'm really excited about. But yes, the rest of them are coming from, I have a 12-year-old coming in from, she's gonna kill me if I don't get this right. Why is it Wisconsin or Minnesota and all those states are just going in together from me in my head?
That's
or
fair.
I don't know. But one of those states.
Midwest.
And then Midwest. And then I've got people from New York and stuff coming in. So that turns out that's the pretty successful time to try to do it.
Cool.
So I'm excited about that. I just talked to Dara, though, and I asked her, I was like, what is the difference between your intermediate 2 and your advanced silks class here in San Antonio? Because I was just like, what the F are you teaching exactly? Like, I want to know. And basically for her advanced stuff, the what's higher is the risk level, right?
In terms of like bigger drops, in terms of like complicated
like open
reps.
stuff,
Okay.
complicated open stuff, roll ups, like stuff like that. And I'm laughing because I was like, you guys know that's not even in my wheel. Like I don't even do that stuff.
That's amazing.
Like I don't teach open stuff. I mean, I could if I wanted to.
Totally.
I can teach it, but am I doing it nowadays? No, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's so funny though because I'm like, yes, people can do these things, but what people aren't doing is they're not doing things well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
fair.
saying? Like across the spectrum, they're not doing it well. So I'm just like, I don't know. I think I'm pretty confident that we, get people doing things well, and then we'll work on the really risky stuff. But it's also because I'm not working with like teenagers. Because for the competition circuit, it kind of needs to be, we talked about that. Like it kind of needs to be the hard and really risk level high stuff.
It does to a certain extent, but high level risk stuff, if not done well, doesn't score you anything. It just scores you.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
It's true when I judge. Like if I see somebody attempting
and they're just throwing it and it's not
right.
Yes.
Like the fact that they attempted it and then they're starting to train it, I'll score on. But if it's not executed, their execution points are 0. And like that's what one of my girls that you had when you were here, she was like, she really is like wanting artistry, and artistry is her weakness link, so she says. And so like her spending time on the artistry of it is really uncomfortable for her, but it's what she's wanting and it's what she's needing. She can throw a pirouette and she can catch it days in and days out. She's got her roll up. She's fine, but she doesn't have that final finesse, that touch, And so that's the thing that she said that she worked on with you, which she was really, really, really happy for.
Yeah, and it's a short amount of time. Like I don't have a lot of time with them, and I'm like, we get, but that's the workshop structure. So it's, that's kind of what it is. But I'm glad I'm coming back for that for sure, because I can work with them more. Yelena was also talking about me coaching coaches.
Yeah.
And offering that.
Totally.
So doing that. Okay, so the thing that me and Noah have been talking about a lot, when you leave us to our own devices.
I figured.
It's either real estate or social media. That's like, yeah. So the thing is that Noah gave me a heart-to-heart on the podcast about what I was good and not good at.
Okay, I like it.
He was like, Kerry, you can't be good at everything. I know it's hard to accept.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you don't believe that in your heart.
Is that really true though? Like, I feel. Yeah.
He's like, you needed feedback on that one stitch.
Oh.
And now you took it. And now you're like, you're on the road to better things.
I love it.
So ever since he gave me that talk, right? Mm-hmm. I've had a stitch. I mean, the thing is that, okay, listeners, a stitch is when you take somebody else's social media, somebody else's reel, and then you comment on it on the back end, and then you put it up as your own reel. So I did 2. The first one now has 17.5 thousand views, which was better than any of the videos that I produced for myself, which is the one word that we have for this is rude and stupid.
Just rude, but okay.
But Noah's been doing this for the dating app, Instagram, and it makes sense because he's talking about dating. So it's like even more makes sense for him to do it where he's commenting on stuff.
Totally.
Dating? What the heck?
That makes sense.
No, he has a dating app, Bean. Hey, go. Let me do it. So, but for me, it's like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take these videos of people either doing crazy like things that I would never do or doing painful things that I would never do. And then like being like, F that, basically. Yeah. And so I did one and it was about the man's balls and how like, I don't understand how they don't get clipped. Mm-hmm. And then the second one that I did was this girl who's a graduate from like the Canadian Cirque School, like in Montreal. Mm-hmm. And she does cloud swing, and cloud swing people are insane to me. Mm-hmm. Because they leave their apparatus and they somehow get back on it. very quickly.
Yes.
And she has a safety harness on.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything besides like, that is too much for me, basically. Like, no, not for me. And this stitch now has 500,000.
So funny thing about your stitch. So
yeah.
My guy, he like sends things back and forth to friends like everybody does, right?
Yes.
And somebody who is not in the aerial world sent your stitch to him.
Who sent it to
Who
you?
then, he showed it to me. He's like, wait, I think that's Kerry. I think Amanda knows her. So
I'm not the aerialist in this video, by the way.
I know. So, but like, it was a non-aerial person who sent that to him, and he was like, so it's been circulating, and it came.
Well, okay. Can I tell you
It's hilarious.
how irritated I am that this works? That I am using somebody else's good hard work
and commenting like, nope, and then he gets
Okay, that's annoying and stupid, number one.
I know.
Number two, I am glad she probably has a lot more followers because of me. I bet you, because they go see her page.
Totally.
And then they go follow her. So I'm happy about
there's this creator that I just happened upon on TikTok, and she, I believe, is the aerialist in the Nashville show. I don't remember the name of the show, but I know that I think it's in Nashville. So she has started to, for her content, she started like doing her trainings, but with a mic on. So she just grunts and groans and like is real in her training, but she kind of makes fun of herself. And her all of those videos skyrocketed, but the videos of her actually performing don't do so well.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I found that, and even I was reading through her comment section, and even the comments mostly were like, I prefer this over like the glitz and the glam and a perfect performance. I prefer like the silly sounds that you make, the grunts and groans that you make, the little like offhanded like comments of like, this is BS, you know what I mean? So people just want to see that kind of stuff now. People don't care.
I know, and even when I'm scrolling, I see something beautiful. It doesn't necessarily catch my attention, and that's irritating to me too. So I'm irritated 100% all the time about all of it.
Yeah.
And I should probably get a wireless mic and do the same thing, because it's like the things that you have to do nowadays. And I am in the camp of like, we got to roll with the changes if we're going to have a business. But so I'm so irritated, but it is working.
Yeah.
And the videos before and after that are actually of me teaching something serious have more views on them too.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because people come to don't touch my wires, please. Yeah. They come to my page to see it and they're like, oh, okay. So Noah's, I checked it last night just because we were coming on today and I wanted to talk about it. One of his stitches has now 3.3 million views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he? Is he stitching on Instagram or TikTok?
Yes, Instagram.
Instagram.
And so, it's working, people.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've been doing that I made a commitment to since you've been gone is, remember a long time ago I told you that I was like really irritated that I didn't have my YouTube page. I don't sing terrible. I sing great for me in the shower, okay? So I made a commitment to my YouTube channel, which was neglected.
Okay.
And I had made an effort to do 5 long-form short videos. So they were long-form and completely edited and produced, but they're about 2 to 5 minutes each.
Nice.
5 a week, Amanda.
Holy crap.
It's a
lot. How do you have time? How do you find the time for that?
I don't.
And then edit it and then post it and then create like...
I'm working 7 days a week.
Okay. But like...
I'm working 7 days a week,
7 days a week, but like 12 hours a day? Like how is that possible?
Well, okay, number one, listeners, if you heard an episode like 2 times ago and I told you guys I was like having to put in captions, I figured out that Canva, if the video is not too long, Canva will do it AI for you. So that is saving a lot of my time. Yes.
I see.
Okay, all right, great. Don't bother me or else I'm going to have to edit the crap out of this. So, and she keeps on calling me bruh.
Bruh. Well, this is better than
Bruh, like BRUH.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's better than bro. I know. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a greeting or just a, you know what I'm saying when you just say something?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. So, okay, leave me alone, Bean. So, by the way, it's her long weekend. She's got Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday off of school.
Oh.
So you see what's happening in the back
All
here?
the energy.
Yeah.
All of
we're
it.
going to the zoo after
Nice.
this, and she's going to run around. We're going to be hot. It's going to be
Amazing.
fine. Okay, so I'm making these videos. The other thing that happened while you were gone is that me and Noah went through a whole month of like ourselves figuring out what jobs we were going to take because I took on a job when she is in school. So I took on a second part-time
What
job.
did you, what,
and it's
tell me.
So I'm going to be working for Lifetime Gyms, which is like, I mean, I have nothing else to compare to except for Equinox gyms.
Okay. Yeah, I know Lifetime. It's very bougie.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's
Bougie.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
They're in Vegas as well, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to be a Pilates instructor there,
Nice.
which is very on brand for me. So I went through a whole month of like turning down the job because the hours weren't right, and then we came back and we negotiated the hours. And so I'm going to be working around 12 to 15 hours a week for them. I'm working about 12 to 15 hours a week for Arium.
Okay.
So that means I'm going to be working ish full time and being mom, but I think I can pull it off because the hours are right.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I still have a Monday and Wednesday when she's at school and I don't have to be anywhere during the day.
I see.
Which means I can do laundry, I can cook, I can grocery shop, I can take a nap if I really am really on a deficit.
All the human
etc.
needs.
All the human things. I can, cry for a couple hours if it's necessary by myself.
Drown in your wine.
Drowning? No, not quite, because I still have to pick her up. But
Fair.
but the Pilates person that hired me, she's just like the raddest. She did La Rev back in the day. She now lives here. She's got 2 kids who are in elementary school, and we really connected. So that's why I want to work for her, and we made it work.
Who is she? What's her name?
Her name is Amelie. I'm going to say it wrong. It's a cool French name. Roalt, something like that. Roalt.
Cool.
And she's friends with Carmen Curtis, who's in Ventura now. Anyways, so she's like the raddest. Like, I was like, well, if I can't take this job, can we at least be friends? Because I'm going to die if you're not my friend. I will die. I kept it, like, even after I turned down, because it was a 25-hour commitment the first time around that we talked, and I had to turn it down because I was like, I'm not going to be able to sustain this. Like, I'm going to end up burning out in 1 month.
Yeah.
And I was like, but can you be my friend, please? And stop interrupting me. And then, so I start on Tuesday. But the reason, I mean, we've been going through this for a month.
Okay.
Basically, I had to I did a bunch of interviews for I talked so much shit about Stretch Lab on 2 podcasts ago because I don't understand the job and why would it work for anybody. And
nice.
Have you heard of Stretch Lab?
And listening. I have heard. I don't know the ins and outs, but I just know Stretch Lab, the name.
Basically completely assisted stretch.
Oh. Like an active stretch that somebody's doing to you, or like what?
Yes. No, like it's not active. There's no active. I don't know how much of an active component there is. I did not do the training, so I could be wrong slightly. But he talked about 3 points of contact for the practitioner at all times, or at least 90% of the time, which to me means the client's not doing anything.
Yeah. Oh.
Which means you're just getting massaged, but it's stretch.
Interesting.
Which is antithetical to all of my philosophy.
So when I think about somebody like that, 3 points of contact at all time, I go back to my training days of my Russian coaches of like pushing and pulling and like, pushing you down into splits, and like that's where my brain goes on.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like you're trying to open up their psoas muscle, and you're doing all the work, and they're just laying there. They could technically be taking a nap.
I see.
I might be 100%. No, I'm not 100% wrong. I might be like 10% wrong on that because I didn't go through the training, and I'm sure there's
something
details in there that I'm missing. But it just wasn't for me. I know it's for a lot of clients though. Clients love it because they don't want to work hard, and they're not trying to gain flexibility necessarily. They're trying to maybe lengthen, shorten muscles. I think that's legitimate.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we went through that whole process. Hi, Bean. And so it's been a month of me looking for a job because I definitely needed more paychecks this month. But that's why I went to LA with 2 weeks notice, because I needed money.
Got it. That makes sense.
We're just really house poor right now.
I see.
Long story short. Oh my God, I love how this whole episode, I'm just updating you on what's going on.
I love it. I'm here for it. I need it. I need all the updates.
Yeah, the other update is that so this is new for the listeners too. We just got new tenants. They are starting their lease in about 10 days.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
And it was a very fast turnaround, but what we realized what we have to do is, instead of that rent paying for any of our expenses here, it has to just pay for what's out there.
I see.
That's the change we're making.
I see.
So which means I had to get another job, which was good timing because Bean's in school and this is the time for it to happen.
Got it.
I couldn't afford it last year. That money had to help us here because of all the things. But at the end of the day, we're going to look back and this is going to be one of our hardest years for sure. Just financially, it's just a huge stretch. Which,
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, if you when you look back, you're going to think it's not that bad,
well, because we're survived.
Yeah. You're okay. You still have food on your plate. You have a roof over, you're good, So if this is one of the hardest years, you're winning at life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm recording a podcast in my closet, which is a pretty big closet.
Yeah.
So we pulled it off. We're pulling it off. It's just tight all around. But it's okay because I'm starting a new job. So it's not as stressful knowing that you have no money right now if you have a job coming. Right. We all feel that way
totally. 100%.
Our lives, right? Yeah. So Amanda, you have a little breathing room after the last 3 weeks. What are you looking at right now? What's life?
Yeah. So right now, life is teaching. Teaching is always my main thing. School is in the forefront. Like I said, I took this fall semester to focus on things. I don't have any updates for studio stuff at the moment, but that's one of the reasons why I kind of took it easy this fall semester, was for studio stuff, for my own stuff.
Okay.
But I can't give any updates yet on that, which is frustrating, but hopefully sometime in the near future I will be able to. I kind of reconfigured my schedule a little bit. I am oddly enough teaching more classes, but less studios. So I teach about 27 to 30 classes a week on my schedule.
Wow.
Right now. Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be my schedule too, but it's split between Pilates and
aerial. Yeah. And so that's pretty much it. I don't have any gigs or any workshops coming up in the next couple of months. I do have a travel trip planned for personal travel for Christmas and things like that. But other than that, now my schedule is pretty much kind of settled in and I can focus on the next. I will say though that my biggest thing after leaving you guys for almost a month, I've completely dropped off of social media completely, which is not great, but that's okay.
Well, the good news is that you can always jump back on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I always take breaks at Christmas and summer, though. It's not like I go 365.
Yeah, I mean, fair, but I was doing really well. We're talking about the content that works or doesn't work. Before I took my little time off, I was starting to do videos where I was mic'd and I was teaching certain things on social media.
Yeah.
And those videos got me a lot of feedback, a lot of engagement, a lot of views. And then I stopped. And so now I'm like, oh no, how do I jump that back on? And I don't know if I necessarily want to keep doing that kind of content because my body is just you know what I mean?
I know.
I want to preserve what I can and strengthen and what I can and not force what I don't need to force. And I feel like if I put that kind of content on my schedule and that kind of pressure on myself, my body's not it's not gonna love me for too much longer,
Well, and that's why I'm so delighted and annoyed that this stuff has worked recently.
I know.
You know, because I need stuff like this to work, but
I know.
God, that's really annoying.
I know.
And stupid. I know. Don't use that word very often, stupid, but this is stupid.
I know. Yeah. 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 But you gotta, like you said, you gotta kind of go with what works, and you gotta be able to shift and change as.
Well,
needed.
my two goals for doing these stitches, number one is to get the views. Number two is to get views for the person that I'm stitching.
Yeah.
And you know, here's some of that too. And then also be in a, like, not be mean. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to like walk that line because the comments can be mean, but like, I don't want it, that mean hearted energy to come from me, because I don't mean it like that at all. Yeah. I'm just like,
it's more of a self-deprecating humor on you while you're lifting that person, whoever you're stitching up, because I'm hoping that person is doing crazy, hard, incredible things, and you're just like, yes, there's no way I can do that.
Like I would not choose to do that. Yeah. You know, she's in her 20s and coming out of National Circus School to go into contracts. Hopefully, that is her life. By the way, I didn't realize you got to train Alita.
Oh yeah, was she there for you? Was she there for you?
She was. Yeah. She came in because I, met her when she was maybe in her sophomore year at the circus school in Montreal.
Okay.
At the Loft.
Yeah, same.
And I got to train her a little.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. She's great. I love her. She did my act creation program recently. The one that just passed. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Alita is just such a talent. Oh my God. Yeah, she's everything. She's strong. She's bendy. She's beautiful.
I know.
She's a beautiful person inside. Like,
she's detailed. I know.
Detail oriented.
She's detailed. Yeah. And she's 17.
I know. She just strikes me as so mature, but it's because she's been, on this train, and I think it matures you. Yeah. To be that dedicated. Yeah. So shout out to Alita if she's listening. But okay. So number one, I feel like what helps me with my social media and getting on top of this stuff are these conversations every week, because it's just a reminder. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more we talk about it, I feel like this podcast has become my workbook for my life.
I love that.
Because we talk about things, and then I'm like, oh, we talked about that. It's very close to me doing it because we just talked about it.
It's the accountability too.
Yeah. Because we're talking about it, and then you do a check-in, and it's okay that you haven't done it, but you're like, well, we're going to talk about it. Maybe I should do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amanda, so I don't want to keep you forever, because also Bean is losing her mind over here. So where are you headed, by the way? Because are you actually driving, or are you riding?
I'm riding. Oh, I'm not driving.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing that I went down the rabbit hole, all the way down it and all the way up it, and realized and ended up at the same place where I started, which sucks, is that the retreat rabbit hole. I was like, okay, let's go somewhere else in the world other than Oaxaca for next year.
Okay.
And I had all these ideas, and I realized that none of them are going to work. I wanted to go to a cute little European city, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do Fire and Flight-esque type of situation. And then the very obvious problem came up, which is I contact the studios locally, and I cannot bring in a group that I teach. And this is probably the case for many, many studios because of insurance, etc. I can go train there as a professional. Yeah. I can go myself. But to go in and just be like, just blanket, I want to rent space for this much money, I can't do it. You could, if like I had a friend like Tanya or Jerry and Jack Calvin living in a city, I could do that because it's a private residence.
It's personal, yeah.
But I don't, like, my idea was to pick a city and go rent space, find the hotels, do all the things. And I learned very quickly that is a very hard thing to do unless you know somebody who has rigging already.
Gotcha.
So then I went down the rabbit hole of almost all of the retreats, aerial retreats that are already existing in the world. And they're not hard to find because there's a Facebook group. It's like I can find them if I sit down and I look.
they're meant to be found. Like you're supposed to find them.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So,
but the places that I would want to go to, there's things like the rigging is not covered. Like there's no, like it's outdoors. The rigging is going to be outdoors, but there's no cover on it. Or,
are you talking,
you know what I'm saying? Like
are you talking about Portugal?
Like it's beautiful. No, Portugal has cover.
Oh, it does. Okay.
House of Honey has covering on theirs.
Gotcha.
There's one in Italy that's beautiful. And then, the tripod or the A-frames, whatever they want to call it, they're just outdoor frames.
Yeah.
There's no covering on it. And so because my clientele is like, I know actually half the people who are going to sign up for it, I'm messaging them. I'm like, what about this? Because I don't want to like book it and have them all tell me that, I'm going to opt out because it's not like, I don't want to be training in the sun in June. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the elevation or, like the we talked about this. Yeah. It's like glamping basically. And my clientele is like, oh, can we not do that? Can we have the however many star and like have a hotel experience and also do these things and have it be under a certain amount?
Yeah.
And have it be affordable and then have the plane ticket not be super, super expensive. And I'm just like, I basically ended up back at Sweet Retreats with my checklist. So I talked to Kerry K. So I have not yet. And my other problem is I need to be able to put a deposit down and I'm broke. So I have not yet pulled the trigger, but I pretty much am going to do it. Like, I don't think I'm going to do anything different because I'm just like,
stick with what works.
Sometimes you have to shop around, and not for me, for my students, because they're like, well, what are our other options?
Yeah.
And so then I talk about Aaron Cause all the time. I messaged him. I was like, you've done all these places. Tell me what you think. He's like, there's nothing that fits the bill 100%. Nothing.
Yeah.
0 places.
Yeah.
But it's because of the cost. If you're going to keep costs down, it has to be a version of glamping. Like there's going to be bugs on you while you're training. You're going to be at an elevation maybe.
Yeah. Totally. Totally. I know. Unless you yourself were to, create that space somewhere or have like an agency, almost like a travel agency, but for aerial retreats,
Yes. And the other question is, would I be able to do better? And I don't know if the answer to that question is yes, because
there's a reason why it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because all these people that have their retreats up, House of Honey, Sweet Retreats, those women are busting their asses and spending every dollar they have on making the places a better customer service environment. And while also getting, the aerial, the equipment, the height on the points, all the things. All the things. It's a really, really hard bill to fit. Yeah. It really is, now that I spent time and looked at all the things. Anyway, so that's where I'm at on that. I do have January, I'm doing just Texas between now. Bean, you got to give me 5 more minutes. When she starts really losing it, she starts she loves the soft parts of my body.
That's hilarious.
She starts picking at them, like my armpits and my belly button and my ears and my neck. And I'm like, oh my God. So first of all, I am so impressed that my stitches made it all the way to your man's friend group and back.
Yeah. Big.
That's impressive.
Congratulations on that. Heck
I mean, it's just like, I'm so irritated about it because it works. And it's like, I'm going to continue to do it because it's obviously entertaining.
It
and
works.
as long as I can lift up the other person at the same time, I'm happy to do it. And then also I'm going to do one a week, and then the rest of my content around that will be serious content. Not serious, like not lighthearted, but like actual content, because
like your content.
Like it pains me. The whole thing is like,
I know.
It's painful. You know what I'm saying?
What is your long form on your YouTube? What is your long form content? consistent.
So basically, I pick one thing and I like drill down into it. So like one of my videos last week was on angel base, which is straddle double crochet, cross behind twice, bring it in front, feet to the ground. Like the in and the out of every angel choreography that we know, because so many students are like, they get through all the choreography. They're like, how do I get out? I was like, you should have known that before you even got up there to do the hard choreography that was in between.
Yeah.
So I do that. I call it beginning silks, angel base, and then I drill down, talk about it for like 2.5 minutes straight.
Got it.
And boom, that's the video.
Nice. Got it. Cool.
Which means I don't really run out of stuff to talk about, because I'm not just doing silks. I've committed to doing 3 apparatuses, which gives me a lot to talk about.
That's awesome.
So hoop, hammock, silks, mostly beginner, some intermediate.
That's awesome.
And I'm on track, because basically I know I'm starting this new job on Tuesday. So as of today, I'm finishing production on 2 videos, and that finishes my entire week next week. So all of my content on YouTube next week will be dropping automatically. And what I'm starting to work on this week is the week after.
Nice. Good. You're ahead of the game.
I'm ahead of the game. I'm always ahead of the game on podcasts, and except for this one, which I like to be like newsworthy. You know, like I don't want to be 5 weeks ahead on this podcast, because it's like it's our lives, you know. So
it's what's happening.
We're always wanting to be it's what's happening right now. But the other ones I can be a little bit ahead. And I can do my life. The way I took this job, I can do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I'm working
really
7
awesome.
days a week, but it's okay, because I'm broke, and if I don't do that, I'm not going to get out of this moment.
I mean, you know, there are worse things in the world, that's for sure. You know.
Yeah, I'm working for myself mostly.
Exactly. So, yay, that's exciting.
Your hair's getting really long, by the way.
I need to cut it. It's really bad.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, you should like, before you cut it, you should like do all the curls and stuff, and like shake it around, and you know.
It's just so, I put it in braids at night to sleep in, but like the ends of it are just so need to be gone. They need to be chopped off for sure. But I am such the girl that just starts to cut I cut my own hair now. I cut Bean's hair too. That's amazing. I do not trust myself with scissors, period. So I will pay someone to handle that.
I love
me.
it.
Yeah.
Well, we miss you so much.
I miss you guys. Well, now I'm back on track. Now I can, and I have Fridays. Usually my Fridays are good. So.
By the way, Noah just took a like part-time / maybe full-time job
doing
marketing. So we might have to figure this out. It could be later in the I don't know. We'll figure it out. He's got a new schedule. Okay. Because we're Baroque with a capital B. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find Amanda Ritchie at Grounded in Flight on Instagram, and add Noah Doc on Instagram, as well as Red Flags app. And me, Kerry Wee, you can find at wrapyourheadaroundsilks.com. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We have so much more coming at you, including guests that are in this art world, that are blazing their way through new businesses, and, you know, just more banter from us. Thank you for listening. This is The Artist Entrepreneur.